Hello and welcome to one of the special environments in college football. Clemson folks call this the original Death Valley. It is rocking, and it's just right here, right now. There's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools, to play in games like this. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kick this deep to begin the game. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So Clemson's offense comes on the field to open this game. Well, Kirk, you can just feel the emotion, the intensity of this rivalry game right now.
Nice play today.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
On the return, it's Gibson. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Seminoles offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Snags the quick throw.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Hill. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. 2nd and goal for the offense. Back to pass. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3, and let's not give up 6. They did their job there.
No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down. The Seminoles will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. Right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Important 2nd down play coming up.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think,
and that's going to be a safety.
That's how you get a game started by this defense. What a way to score here early. We'll just have to see if these 2 points make much of a difference if this game ends up coming down to the wire.
Tackle is made at the 35. Good job by the kick returner that time. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Knowles lining up here on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. Direct snap to the back. The ball is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Second, there's a timeout on the field. The coach wants the officials to take another look at that one. Thinks he might get an overturn. Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Grab near the sticks. It's McCoy. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
The AT is good, so the lead is 9. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Caught in the backfield. It's Moore. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Under pressure, just lets it go. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense. The Tigers will bring their punt team onto the field. When he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. With the return, it's Gibson. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. Looking to throw it deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And the pass falls incomplete as time expires in the first quarter. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. As a fourth down stop, the offense will take over in plus territory. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Dropping back. It's Klubnik. Grab made by the tight end. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Got to pick up the third and short through the air. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a receiver wide open here. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Motion now from the tight end. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Remember last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Back to throw. It's Jackson. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Fair catch made at the 35. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. That's caught. It's Hill. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that completion. We go with a direct snap. Breaking tackles. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Yes, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Tackled, but first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, like, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to chuck it again. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Knowles line up on 1st and 10 now. To throw, it's Jackson. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Florida State. Strong game by this quarterback. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you say, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Pressure.
Another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And he's able to get the boot away. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. First down here for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Jackson. Short connection to the tight end here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Finds his man. It's Hill. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And the Seminoles will look to convert here on 4th down. 4th down, looking to throw for it. The sure hands. It's Hill. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. And it's going to be incomplete. Defense had a great chance for the pick. Couldn't come up with it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made after the completion. This will likely be the last play of the half. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes a spectacular diving catch. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today.
Return begins inside the 10. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Oh, it's snapped to the back. They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominated at the line of scrimmage. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Scanning the field. It's Jackson. Here's a screen pass to the running back.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Direct snap to the back. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Makes a quick catch. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's fourth down. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Trying for a fourth down completion. Short throw complete to the tight end. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
This crowd is trying to make a difference in this football game and cheering on their defense, and that play right there will make everybody take a seat. What a great job of converting here.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. The Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And now they'll run it on the draw. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they get him down after the completion. The long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Looking to throw. It's Jackson. It's a quick grab. Finding some room at the 25. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And now the defense able to bring him down. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. After this long drive, you hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to find room. It's Haynes. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. First down. We're going to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage.
And he's tackled after the catch. Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Looking to pass. It's Jackson. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Physical run earns the first down.
Watch big-time play by the wide receiver. He makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and then gets some yards afterward.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Offense facing 2nd and goal. We go with a direct snap. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Extra point puts him up 9 now. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
23, Clemson, 14.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The sure hands, it's Williams. Oh, and he goes down after a short gain. That's not enough for the first down. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. They'll run it from the gun. That picks up a first down. Spotted at the 39.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience. The hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Caught quickly. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. To the air. It's Klubnik. Finds his target, and it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it's a bunch formation. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Or snap to the back. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Hey, I can understand the play call here. Backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. But you got to be careful of being too conservative. Because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they're selling out against this run game.
That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Noles pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, nothing like getting positive yards here, playing with the lead late in the game, and then staying in bounds to boot. It's exactly what you want to see as an offensive coordinator.
Makes the catch. It's Hill. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Here we go. A crucial 3rd and 1 late in this game. Direct snap to the back. Moves the ball to the 35 and another first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence and you can wear that defense down psychologically.
They go with a direct snap. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
With the catch, it's McCoy. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. So it's 1st and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Or it's snapped to the back. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Direct snap to the back. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
PAT is good, so the lead is 9. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Clemson, 21.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack. And the Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. 4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Florida State. Still no answer for this offense.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Quarterback drops back. Receiver makes the catch. And the defense brings him down.
Interesting call.
No good.
It's on the 2-point conversion. Just not enough depth on that route to get him across the goal line. And the defense does a nice job of coming up with that tackle to keep him short.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Makes the first down, but crazy Price. Big hit there at the end. To the air, it's Klubnik. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. Here comes a throw from the red zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Timeout, Clemson.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up 3rd down. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Quick completion to the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. And the Noles will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's McCoy. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Scanning the field, it's Jackson. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
This defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be able to put points on the board.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the tight end. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down. And the Seminoles are going to cash in here in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
The offense spends a timeout here. There's 16 seconds remaining. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And that is no good. Off the miss, the lead is still 15, a two-possession game. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. So 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Running, and he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that's it. The game will end on one last incompletion. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War chant is going full throat. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Miami Hurricanes. taking on the #1 team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Canes will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop.
Florida State.
So Florida State's offense takes the field to start this game off. The flash, the style, the swagger, these two really define an era of great college football, and it's always fun to see them square off.
So well put, Reese. I mean, two flashy programs, and when they're rocking, they're rocking. The state of Florida's rocking. Everybody's wanting to go to Miami and Florida State. This is a big one, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, you and I can appreciate this because we were playing back in the day when these two programs really had it rolling, when they had so much NFL talent and speed on the field, it seemed like each and every year. And this was a game that always seemed to determine the national championship picture at the end of the year.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Grab near the marker. It's McCoy. Turns it on at midfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Jackson gonna throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. We're accustomed to seeing close, hard-fought games in this series, but last time they met, it was only the Seminoles doing the punching as they knocked out Miami.
Man, and they were throwing haymakers, they were throwing combinations, and Miami had no answer for it. Right from the opening bell, David, Florida State jumped all over.
And you got to brag about it from here. And it is so sweet. In-state, the state of Florida, both so talented, 5 stars everywhere in that state. All of them looking at this game. Can they do it again?
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
2nd and short now after that completion. Shakes off the defender. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
And this just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got it in the middle. It's Arroyo. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Smashes it between the uprights.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And the returner will be brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Jackson will throw. Pressure coming. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And that is priority #1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can...
Heel off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. This time he's got his man.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Got the first down and more. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Green. At the 35, he's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Jackson gonna throw it. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After that last completion, it's second down. They'll go with a direct snap. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Makes the catch. It's Hill. Touchdown, Florida State. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle from the ice.
The give to the left. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
2nd down coming up. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Slips through the line. Made a defender miss. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Finds his man. It's Green. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? And the Noles pick up the 1st down.
This is an offense that leads the nation in 1st downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Jackson will throw. They're working that left side. Open runway ahead. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
The Canes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground from the offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you, and they've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to move it through the air. Fires left. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've already put 1 field goal on the board. This one will need to be well struck from 44 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, between the coaches who have matched wits in this game and the players and the unforgettable moments, Miami, Florida State is must-see TV, and today is no different.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And the ball's on the ground. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Movement here from the tight end. Now they'll run it to the right here.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Jackson will throw. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. That's reeled in. It's McCoy. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here we go. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They've got the screen set up. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Let's go! On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Jackson gonna throw it. Firing to the right, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Seminoles will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, no! And the stomping has commenced. Guys, so far this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that could score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here. Offensively and defensively, they have smothered Miami all game long.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Horton. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And they'll just down it right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. But they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmaker.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
And this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Seminoles are on the move. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Off play action. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Direct snap. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And they tacked on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush. and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Canes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
They're setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got it up for the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll throw it on first down. The sure hands, it's Gibson. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught over the middle. It's West. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll go with a direct snap. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. He got it. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. They'll run the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for them.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Thank you for watching.